you, you're so spiteful. It's not even funny. I said I'm just having a technical difficulty with my camera. Give me 2 seconds.
You didn't say anything like that.
And so then you close yours because you're that way. Great feed. This will be great for people on YouTube. Hey, check this out. Hey, welcome everybody to STCPod. How y'all doing? It's the latest episode right here. Episode 274. Be good times. Yeah.
Can you unzip your hood?
I know how much you like my Spider-Man sweater, so I thought I'd it looks pretty good actually, eh? Mm-hmm. Okay, you can take your do-rag off.
Unzip yours first.
Why? What do you think is underneath here?
I don't know. God knows what.
Good times.
No one wants to see that.
No one wants to see funny. Woo! Hot in there. Hello. Oh.
Finally. Woo. Maniac.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Shove some food in there next.
There's no food.
You can't have just a drink.
I just finished having some bunch of ketchup chips. Gross. Well, I watched the season finale of Picard.
I haven't seen it yet.
It was delightful.
Was it? Because
I purposely delayed this record to watch that because I thought you had watched it already. But no, Bill's banging with Beat Saber or whatever you do.
No, I haven't in a while. I had
sitting on the couch doing nothing.
I'm looking after kids. This is a lockdown, so looking after kids.
Your kids are old enough to take care of themselves.
It is. Yeah, it's weird. Let's be honest here. Everyone, you listen to the radio and everyone's talking about, I got kids at home and trying to keep kids busy. Every newscast is about how to keep your kids occupied and all that. I don't even see them. They're not anywhere around me. They're like, leave me alone. I just want to be in my room. It's like, let's get together and do something. No, I'm good. Just going to watch my tablet.
No.
I'm going to play with my LPS.
What's that?
You have kids, right?
Yeah. What's LPS?
Littlest Pet Shop.
What?
Littlest Pet Shop.
I don't know what that is. I don't let my kids play with stuff like that.
Joe's household is just like those households in the soap operas where he's having a conversation with another adult and he says to the help, can you take Brock upstairs and play with Brock for a while while we have this adult conversation? Yes. And so the help always sees the toys. But
actually, they don't say the child's name. They just say, can you please take the child away to their room?
Big hello to Josh Frantic stopping in and producer Jay, Techno Dork.
My microphone's got a big crack in it. Good.
It's got a crack in it.
Not only did you make me buy this piece of shit, now it's even worse. Great.
Yeah. So what'd you do today?
Well, while the kids were being tutored, I was playing some, what's it called? Valkyria Chronicles on the PS3. I put like another couple hours in. I'm enjoying that game.
I don't think I'd like that.
You probably would. It's tactical based movement.
Well, it's slow turn based. Let's stop everything and take turns swinging swords at each other.
What's wrong with your hand?
What? Oh, this This
Beating
is
off
not
too
good.
much or what?
Yeah, that's the right hand too. I guess that's going to be tempered for a while. I was getting dinner ready, and I had it in my mind. I'm going to have some sausages for dinner, and I had a whole pack. You know the Costco sausages you get, where there's
Nothing new
like
there.
there's like 40 giant sausages in the package. I froze them a while ago, so I wanted to take them out and chip away like enough sausage for me and the kids for tonight. So I was doing that and stupidly using a very sharp steak knife. And I would like wedge the knife in and then hold the whole pack with my other hand and kind of bend it in there and try to wedge them out. And a couple times I'm like, oh, I got to move my other hand because what if that goes through? And then on the last sausage, sure enough, like a dummy, I had my other hand holding the pack again. The sausage broke away. The knife went a million miles an hour into the side of my hand, just under my forefinger. I mean, the incision mark is like only about a centimeter, but that sucker must have went so freaking deep. It's not even funny.
Now, yeah. Can you get an infection from sausage bacteria inside your hand?
It was frozen sausage bacteria. It started bleeding and the pain was intense. I am sure I severed nerve because my forefinger is like tingly now and I can move it, but it's tingly. And does that mean my guitar career is over?
No, there's a chance it could reconnect.
And as I'm like looking the blood gushing out, I'm like, well, I would have to be a stump here before I would chance going to the hospital. So we better stop this blood somehow. So lots of pressure on it. I bled through one Band-Aid. So I had the big kid find me some, she had athletic tape from her volleyball and put some gauze under there and wrapped it all around. It's been holding so far, but I think the blood's starting to come through a little bit. Yeah, you can see it there, the dark. So stupid. Imagine losing your ability to play guitar over something stupid like that.
So more importantly, what'd you do with the sausages?
Grilled them up. They were fine. The sausages were fine.
No blood?
No blood. Sausages? It took a minute. It's like in the movies when you see someone get shot and you don't see the blood for a couple seconds. It was like that, where you're just looking at it going, what the hell? Because it felt like I would have the entire hand sliced open is what it felt like. And then it was just a tiny, tiny incision, but it's super deep. Very frustrating. So
yeah, I'm sure you'll be fine.
And then I went out I got the bleeding stopped and bandaged up, like I said. And I still had this project I was working on. Like I said, I'm rejuvenating the barbecue. We've talked about this. And
you said you're buying new parts for it.
Yeah, I bought new the deflector parts that go on top of the burners. I bought
flavor savers, yeah.
New those. And then I took away one burner because I discovered it was rotted. And so I didn't throw any of it out because I realized where the burner sits on the back rack. I'm sorry, is this story already too boring for you?
No, my dog wants in the room.
Oh, he wants to hear this story too. Where the burner sits on the back rack, there's like a bar that goes across, right? And in between the burners are little short burners, tubes that connect all three burners together, so the propane goes, up and through and up and through and up and through. You know what I mean? And the one burner that was rotted out, its little side tube thing was rotted too. And it turns out that's another part you could buy, is that whole back bar with the two things. But that thing costs like $50. So I thought, what if I take what's left of that burner that rotted away and I cut out the part that is fine, that is not rotted, and substitute that for the little side burner thing that's rotted. So that's what I was doing. I went out there and I got my hacksaw out and I was hacking it, sawing back and forth to cut it into a little piece. And just doing that, I guess, got my blood flowing. And I looked down, like, why is my hand all wet? And my whole hand was like red from blood. I'm like, what? What is going on? I can't even saw now. So I had to run back inside, get the big kid to help patch me up again. And then I had her hacksaw that burner. I don't know how to do that, Dad. Just go back and forth. It's not working, Dad. Just let the blade cut. It'll do it. So then the rest of the night, I've had my hand up like this, just doing that. Get my hand up. Fun times.
So I guess I won't be seeing you at work on Monday?
Well, that's another access point for the virus, isn't it?
I don't know.
And then how am I supposed to sanitize my hands?
Wear a glove.
Ugh.
Put a surgical glove over it. We've got tons of them.
I don't know if we do.
I got some at home.
I'm not spending a whole day with a glove on my hand.
Why not?
That's insane.
So what are you going to do? Not come in all week?
I don't know what to do.
You act like a man. I'd still be there.
So this is the thing. Yeah, we're still working, even though there is a shutdown. Everyone is ordered to stay home at this point. The prime minister has ordered everyone to stay the frick home.
Well, the whole our whole company is still working. Just essentially, a lot of them are able to do it from home, and we're not, which is fine because it gives us a place to get away for a while.
Again, you're one of these people that are going crazy at home for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it.
I told you. You think the grass is greener, and I'm telling you, you can't handle what I got to go through.
Lock me at home. I'll take it. I don't mind. I don't have to go out.
I'm so frustrated. The gyms are closed. The only thing I can do right now is, I don't even know if I went out to pick up pizza for dinner tonight.
Oh, pizza night.
And, dude, it was like left the house at 5:20. And the amount of people I saw out walking around was ridiculous. It's like the sidewalks were packed.
That is a little shocking.
I'm
to
like,
hear.
What's everybody doing? Like, I know you want to get outside and go for a walk, and it's only going to get worse once this weather gets nicer too, right? Everybody's been cooped up all week, and it's the weekend finally, and weather's getting warmer, so more and more people are going to be outside.
I say hi to Adam in the chat quick. Good to see him stopping by.
Yeah.
I saw a clip from, I think it was India, and they're allowing their officers to go out in the streets with huge batons, and they're just beating the shit out of anyone who's still in the street. Have you seen that?
No, but I approve.
They are full two-handing these long batons, wooden batons, anyone who's in the street. And if they don't move, they just keep wailing on them. Check that out.
That's not normal, you mean?
Maybe. I don't know. But it's wild to see.
Some people need to be, just like some people we work with need to be taken out to the parking lot and beat on.
For sure.
I'm sure it applies to a lot of people throughout the world at this moment.
Look, it's a virus, and the simplest, most effective way to stop it in its tracks is to not have it jump from person to person. So if everyone were to just hunker down for 2 weeks, it's done.
I don't get it. More people. You think more people would want to get away from work and stay home and be all up for it, right? And now they finally get the chance to stay home, and they're like, everyone's fighting against it, trying to go out and do stuff.
Yeah, I did I did read one report. Some guy who works at McDonald's or something. I don't know how they caught him either, but he faked having the coronavirus to stay home, and he's been charged with like an actual crime or fraud or something like that. I don't know who's checking up on these people to make sure they're actually sick, but that's crazy because literally, if you just have a sore throat, don't feel good with headaches, you should be staying home.
Adam says he just recently joined the Cartridge Club Discord and forums. Nice. Welcome to the Discord and forums, Adam.
Good to see. Yeah,
you can show me how to use them.
I can't remember to go on Discord. You know, what's wrong with Twitter? I got one thing. Twitter. I can't remember to check Discord, and
do I have a Discord app?
People are talking on there.
I think it's really just Kevin talking on there.
Maybe. Yeah,
Discord app?
Yeah, we signed up for it. We have.
I know I signed up and I've been on there, and then I stopped.
But like, you know, other people have these Discord servers. I don't even know what that means. Retro Fandango's always talking about theirs.
I must have deleted it. I don't see it on my phone.
I find it. Let's just use Twitter. Come on.
Hey, I just call me.
Oh, call you. Yeah. Okay.
Listen, guys, I want you to start calling me.
Can I put your number on the live?
No, you may not put my number on the line.
Oh, jeez.
If you have my number, you're welcome to call me. Yeah, I don't know. Today was super quiet, man. Kids were just doing schoolwork. Said I put a couple hours in playing that game. Watch the finale of Picard. Still got to finish that Star Wars puzzle. Got half of an X-Wing Lego fighter on my floor at the moment. Helping my son do that.
Tell everyone why we couldn't do our record at our normal time last night.
I was just IRC. I remember that. No, no, wait. It was an IRC or IRQ? ICQ, IRQ. What was it? What was that chat service back in the day on the computer?
You didn't even mention his name on the Discord. He said it's Bickman2K.
People can read. Oh, sorry. I guess
people are listening.
What was that other chat service on the computer back in the day? Was it ICQ? That's what it was.
ICQ.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was like an early version of text chatting on a computer. Sort of like what you see in the chat here, but you could do like fuck. Could you put little pictures in there? I don't remember. What was your question again?
What was so important? I said to you yesterday.
So we're recording tonight,
right? Yeah, finishing off a project.
Sorry.
Big important project. What's important?
It was either I do it last night, which would have been 2 nights in a row, or I put it off and then I waste my Friday night till fucking midnight trying to finish it before I go to sleep. So what's the difference? We've recorded on Fridays before.
People expect it Friday morning. What is the one piece of advice Mark Maron gave us? To always be consistent. Although you were on this challenge road of yours to dismantle all of our properties.
Challenging anything. I'm just doing it at my at convenience.
Get your last bit of posts in at STCPod.com, folks.
Who's posting there?
That sucker's sailing away. Get your last few looks in. Despite all the updates Joe's been doing on that.
That sucker's going in quarantine.
Maybe we'll have to create a Discord thing that people talk about.
If you can figure it out.
I know.
As
always.
Maybe Derek will do it for you like he does everything else for you.
Okay. We do have our forums over at cartridgeclub.org. People, don't forget that. Check that out.
Hey, when did you remember when did you first allow your kids to start going down and making their own breakfast for themselves?
As soon as I could.
That doesn't help me.
2, 3, I don't know.
We just
Super
finally
early.
started letting our kids do their own toaster.
Wow. Their own toaster, and they're only 13. What a miracle.
No, he's 8 and she's 6.
My God.
I don't want them to burn the house down. Anyway,
Yeah.
it gives me like an extra half hour or an hour.
Yeah.
On the weekends. Only today my son wanted me to come down and sit with him on the couch, and it was like 7 a.m.
What was the other thing I tried to mention to you about, what your kids, like, something about when your kids should be raking or something. And you're like, oh, my kids will never be old enough to rake on their own.
No, you didn't say rake. Cut the grass.
Cut the grass, right.
No, I told you because my lawn is on specific
they'll never be able to cut the grass. Really? What a charmed life you must have lived growing up that you're pushing all this back on your kids until they're like 16 years old.
What do you mean? I did all that stuff when I was a kid.
I don't believe it for a second. Or else you'd have your kids doing it.
Why do you think I do everything myself now? Because that's what I did as a kid.
It's crazy. No, really with the kids, as I would when they were super young, I would just have the cereal down at night, have the bowl down, and they'd know where to find the milk. And I'd say, there you go.
Right.
Go to town.
Hold on. No, so mine technically started doing that last year when I was doing yard sales on Saturday. I'd say, your milk is in I pour 2 glasses of milk for each of them in the fridge, which then they could use for drinking or putting into their cereal bowl.
They couldn't pour the milk.
No, the containers were too high up in the fridge.
It was too crazy, the containers. Too high up in the fridge.
They're on the top shelf. And
oh, my God.
We got the new fridge because our old one was a lemon. So this one's got, one of the shelves on the fridge door is low. So we put all the milk in there. So they pour themselves milk and stuff. So anyway, yeah, they were doing cereal, but now we've graduated them to electricity products. So like the toaster's plugged in, and then they do like waffles or they do toast with peanut butter in the mornings.
That's good. They could have been doing that a long time ago. Putting the Eggo in the toaster. That's like a 5, 6-year-old thing for sure.
Yeah, so they're on track.
Kevin says, he's frying eggs.
Kevin's bragging.
And mowing lawns by 9. Well, my 9-year-old isn't going to fry eggs, but she'll do Eggos.
I don't want mine using the stove. Especially since it's gas. Blow up the house.
Yeah.
I enjoy cutting the grass anyway, even though it takes me literally 3 minutes to cut my grass.
It doesn't matter. It's all to teach them responsibility and a work.
Yeah, they do responsibility. They've got chores during the house. They in the morning they unpack the dishwasher, put everything away, except for the sharp knives. After dinner, after the mother-in-law does the dishes, they help her dry them and put them away.
They sit and watch your mother-in-law do the dishes.
No, she calls them over when she's done. I sit and watch her do the dishes.
Which you have a dishwasher, so it's insane.
Some things don't go in there. I've told you that before. And then, they set the dinner table and they do other stuff around for chores and for their allowance to make their beds in the morning and all that stuff.
Oh, what is their allowance? Let's get that out there.
He gets $2 and she gets $1.
Very respectable.
And then I don't pay them for a couple of weeks, so it adds up.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to remember the allowance thing.
I just don't care. And then I get reminded. Not that they buy anything or have to buy anything. We're actually decluttering their toy room at the moment.
Rub those eyes.
Getting rid of their childhood. I should say the mother-in-law is getting rid of their childhood.
I'll take all their high-end toys that you're getting rid of.
There's nothing high-end.
Super high-end.
No.
Top shelf
They
toys.
don't have anything that's high-end, man. Well, not really.
I know any kind of
Maybe
toy
later.
I wanted to hand down to you was never good enough for your kids.
I didn't say that.
Yeah.
What toy did you hand down?
Oh,
I
many.
took
Many.
the skateboard / bike helmet. My daughter still uses that.
One thing.
Well, how many things do they need? You offered clothes, and some of them just didn't fit, or my wife didn't want them.
Oh, they went right in the garbage. They didn't even get home.
I gave them back to you.
Well, before I forget, I want to talk about the good stuff I've seen during this quarantine period. Have you seen any good stuff that makes your heart swell?
Well, in movies.
No, in real life. Why is your mic crapping out now?
I don't know.
It's really crapping out.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know. This happened before, didn't it? And you unplugged it or something and plugged it back in.
Let's see.
It's all staticky. I don't know if other people can hear that. They can let me know, but his booming masculinity broke the diaphragm of the microphone. Oh man, that is a great podcast name. Top Shelf Toys Podcast. I wouldn't put that there because he'd totally steal that.
Hello?
Yeah, there you go.
Is that good?
Yep.
Yeah, I sound bad. Thanks, Kev.
Rub it all over your face. I'm counting how many times you touch your face during this.
Why?
There it is again.
I wash my hands.
No, like, have you seen good stuff in real life that, people are good?
Yeah, just the stuff that I've been doing.
What have you been doing? Tell me.
I don't want to brag, so what have you been seeing?
I was driving home the other day on the highway, and I was coming up to an overpass down the road, and something weird was going on top of it. I'm like, oh, someone added more graffiti or something. Someone up there right now doing graffiti. What is happening? And then as I got closer, I saw it was like a mom and 3 of her kids. Maybe the dad was there. I don't know. A family was all there. And they were each holding like a big piece of cardboard with a letter on it, or a bunch of letters. And well, anyways, this whole sign assembled, it said, "Thank you, truckers." And they were just standing there at the overpass for God knows how long, holding that sign up to give truckers a kind of a pat on the back. I thought that was awesome. I was going to...
What do you think Howard Stern would say about that?
I think he would appreciate that nowadays. Modern
so?
Stern. Yep. Modern Stern. You don't appreciate that?
Well, that's nice, I guess.
To someone to make that effort, get their kids dressed, make these things up.
I want to see and hear the backstory of this creation.
And then I thought, well, I bet my dash cam caught that. I should pull the card and find where that is and pull that clip and then encode it onto my computer and upload it on the internet and tag some TV stations and whatever. And then that, just saying all that, it's a lot of work. So I didn't, but I'm mentioning it right here on this top downloaded podcast.
On this top shelf podcast.
That's right.
Only to be looked at, never touched. Right?
Our artists,
toys I don't touch.
Our artists that we've grown up with, that we love, are doing awesome things on the internet. They're using the internet to help people, to give them entertainment as they're stuck inside. I told you about Neil Young. If you go to Neil Young Archives, he's doing, he calls them fireside performances. And I thought it would just be maybe one song or something, but they're like 20 minutes long, 30 minutes long, just him and the guitar, without rehearsal, off the top of his head, just banging out some tunes.
What does that guy need to rehearse for?
It is awesome. He's doing raw
Where's it at?
tunes.
Neil Young Archives. How do I get there?
Neil Young Archives. That's his baby. That's where he's going to put all of his material from his entire life will be available there, like videos.
Archives.com.
You lost your mic again. What is going on with this thing?
What?
Your mic.
Can you hear me?
Kinda.
You're frozen. It's not me.
I'm not moving. That's why.
Yeah.
I'm listening to you. Okay.
You're frozen.
No, I'm moving. Hey.
No, you froze on me. It's my computer. I can't open up another tab and start looking at stuff.
Yeah. The unfortunate thing is it's all shot by his wife, Daryl Hannah, and
by the gold digger.
well, no.
Yes.
Why?
I don't
She's
like
got
that.
money of her own.
Right. From what? From the Goldfish movie she was in? What is that? Splash?
I love Splash. Love it. Man. I think I popped a boner when I was a kid watching that. Oof.
What?
Yeah.
What'd you say? What are you drinking? What is that? What
I
womanly
found
drink are you
this
drinking there?
White Claw in the fridge. Zero. No, this one isn't zero sugar. It's 1 gram of sugar.
See, Adam Bickley's got it right. She's playing the long game for his money.
Listen, Neil's allowed to have a little fun. Anyways, her artistic choice of shots often aren't great, but regardless, or the filters she uses or overlays, it's all quite a mess, but it adds to the charm of it. Anyways, it's free. Go check that out, Neil Young Archive.
I remember when I was a kid, or when I first got into Neil Young, I felt bad for him because he's got the 2 sons, right? But they're both are they autistic, or what is it? What's the charity that he does that's supposed to help?
I don't know.
Whatever it is, whatever their condition is. I always felt bad because I just thought he was such a genius that imagine he had 2 sons and then they started to learn and play guitar and follow in his footsteps and to carry on the tradition. Like,
whoa.
Oh, well.
We could really break down this comment here.
Sarah told me Pornhub's premium channel. Pornhub. I don't use Pornhub.
Why is Sarah telling him that?
Yeah.
How does he not know?
What's the website?
What?
What's the website?
Pornhub.
Pornhub?
No, you can't open another tab, remember?
I can do it on my iPad. If I show that on YouTube, will that
what is their premium channel? What does that mean? What do you get? What could be more than what you already get?
Maybe it's did you know today's National Joe Day?
No.
Musty sent me a message saying Happy National Joe Day.
Every day is Joe Day.
You're supposed to have a coffee with someone you know that's like a Joe or Josephine. Okay, wait. Google Porn Pornhub. Pornhub.com. Premium is now free. So if I click on this, aside from getting a virus on my
Apples don't get viruses, I thought.
What do you prefer, Bill? Small jubblies, big jubblies, or huge jubblies?
I like a variety.
We'll go big jubblies.
Right, it's shocking. Shocking.
It's asking me these questions. What do you prefer? A small booty, a big booty, or a huge booty?
Small. Jesus.
Which do you prefer? No landing strip, or jungle shape?
Yeah.
Sorry, no landing strip. Trying to keep this PC. Have you ever paid to subscribe to a porn site? No. I'm not an idiot. What is your gender? Male, female, other. Male. How old are you? Old
Yeah.
enough to be on here. Click. We appreciate your feedback. Click continue to claim your reward. Oh, God. All right.
Here we go.
PornhubPremium.com. Start your free week now.
Free week.
Premium content, HD videos, no ads, virtual reality, DVD, and FAQs. Click start your free week. Oh, you got to log in. Come on, Sarah. What's Kevin's login?
What do you mean you have to log in? Oh, you have to create is that what you
create
said?
an account.
Yeah, and then they probably want your credit card, but they'll not charge you.
Yeah.
And for the first week.
No. Anyway, I don't go on those sites, so I'm gonna.
It's unnecessary.
Actually, before I clear browser history from today.
You got to cover your tracks.
Clear from the last hour.
Why don't you just go incognito every time?
I don't know what that means.
You go incognito tab, and then it's not keeping any of your history.
How do you do that?
Like that? Maybe that's an Android thing. That's a Chrome thing. You just hit open incognito tab. There's got to be an Apple version of that.
What am I logged into? I'm not using Chrome. I'm using Google. I don't know what this Firefox, whatever this is.
Firefox on Apple?
Yeah, well, on my MacBook Pro, I use Firefox. Only because my computer is so old that I can't update the OS, which is the only way you can update Safari on a MacBook Pro.
Apple. Good job, Apple.
Firefox. I've been using Firefox for decades, and that was awesome.
It's the way to keep the cattle going.
Adam says Firefox is a private mode.
Private mode, yeah. There you go.
Oh, Kevin's going to bed because he's a little boy. All right, Kev. Thanks for popping in.
Thanks, Kev. 10 o'clock going to bed. If this was Q Dogs, he'd stay up. Just saying.
Well, for the Q Dogs, it's only 7 o'clock right now, right?
Anyways, if Pornhub's doing that, then YouPorn must be must have that going too. That's the site. Although my friend Curtis, did you hear that he's mentioned another thing? He likes the what the hell was it called?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. It's like Thumb Blaster 11 or something. I can't remember.
No, it's YouPorn or XNXX.
Oh, you're always saying that. I can't even remember those letters. And I don't think it's that great.
Why not? Where do you go, X Hamster?
No, YouPorn. Told you that. It's the most basic.
Where do you go? Booty in the backside?
Straightforward. The thumbnails are all there. It's not a whole bunch of pop-ups. It's perfect.
Glueontheface.com.
That's what Stern uses. I got to follow what Howard tells me to do.
No, he uses Pornhub.
No, he doesn't.
He switched to YouPorn?
Yeah, he's always done that.
No, he hasn't.
Yes, he has.
I remember him talking about this. Anyway.
We were talking about the good things that have been happening. Make this a feel good, because you're always about positivity, right?
Yes. I always tell you to be more positive at work.
You mentioned the artists are giving us free stuff, like Neil. Bob Dylan released a track today.
Oh, shit.
Did a personal message on Twitter, which has never, ever happened, thanking his fans. He released a song that is over 16 minutes long today. Paul Simon will do stuff on there. Steve Martin, Neil Diamond, the other great Neil in our lives.
He's got, he retired.
No, Neil Diamond never retires.
Dude, he's got the Parkinson's.
No, he does not.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. Neil Diamond?
He's
No
got
way.
the Alzheimer's.
No, he does not. That's Beach Boys guy.
I'm not kidding, man. Neil Diamond. That's why he stopped. Because he got diagnosed last year with
yeah, bet a big breakfast on this one.
He's got something. Neil Diamond. How do you spell Alzheimer's?
Yeah, Alzheimer's.
Neil Diamond, Alzheimer's. It must exist if it's popped up. Neil Diamond was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. This is January 23rd, 2018.
I never heard that. What's the website?
Just Google that.
I don't believe it. Oh, he looked fine in his video.
Michael J. Fox still looks fine.
No, you can see something is affecting him. So
yeah, Neil Diamond says he's been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. Yeah, I knew I heard about that a year or two ago.
I don't believe you.
No?
Nothing can
Thanks for buying me breakfast now.
Nothing can stop my Neil. Conan's been pumping out a ton of content.
Neil before you, man. That's all my parents had was Neil Diamond and Kenny Rogers.
Give me a break.
And that's all I played as a kid on the record player.
Is that a good segue into the memoriam segment of STCPod?
No. No one cares about this shit, dude. About your Bob Dylan or who died.
Don't forget, man, Kenny Rogers was like the biggest star on earth at one time. He was insanely huge.
The Gambler, the TV movie, and all that stuff back then. Yes,
he was huge. It was something else. Him and Dolly, man, they could have ruled the world at one point.
I liked him solo. I enjoyed his greatest hits album.
I'm gonna give another shout out to my man.
Deleting that. I'm up to date on Picard off my podcast notes.
You don't have podcast notes, and if you did, it would be helpful if we shared them.
We're here.
Kevin Smith has been doing a lot on YouTube.
See? Pod notes.
Watched. Why don't we have a?
I watched the live action Lion King movie because we downloaded Disney Plus.
Why don't we have a forum where we can share the notes? A forum.
You're a punk.
Maniac.
I suggested that a long time ago.
I'm not done my speech. Kevin Smith, man.
And Kevin Smith. That's it.
I told you to go check out this Kevin Smith video because he was gonna just say a few words. Excuse me a second.
Well, we all know Kevin Smith doesn't just say a few words.
About Kenny Rogers is going to be 5 minutes. Turned out it was over an hour. And then he turned the camera around and gave us a tour of his office and all the junk laying around and all of his memorabilia. And it was incredible. It was so compelling. This is the greatest thing about watching all these celebrities giving us the free content because you get to see what's in behind them, how their places look and what's set up back there. And Kevin Smith has just come in from the road. He's been on tour for months and months, so he's had tons of stuff piling up in his office. So you get to see what is neatly displayed on all the walls, as well as the piles of stuff that's growing. And then he even went outside of his office, down the hallway and stuff, and showed you the stuff on the walls down the hallway. It was fascinating and very entertaining look inside his home. It was pretty cool. And then last night, I think it was last night, he did a live commentary track for the Jay and Silent Bob reboot movie on YouTube for free. Just put it out there. Boom.
That's great.
Great. Yeah, it is great. There's also the people who do the Toronto International Film Festival. They're also organizing this thing where I think the first one, it might have already happened or it's tonight. It's for the Princess Bride. So you log into this live stream and you got the guy who runs TIFF and he's got, I think tonight he's got, what's his name? Mandy Patinkin with him. And so they have a little intro, and then they say, okay, start your movie right now. 3, 2, 1. Everyone starts the movie at home. They start the movie there, and they chat about the movie, have the live chat with the viewers. All this is going on live. And that's the Toronto International Film Festival dudes doing that. And that's just the first movie, Princess Bride. So they're going to have other movies throughout this whole thing as well. It's all free. It's all to keep you guys full of content. Hey, Derek, stopping in just for a little bit. Stopping in for a little bit.
Derek, how you doing, buddy?
Derek, oh my God. I've been watching videos of the new Mavic Mini drone. It's got my juices going. Someone's got to talk me out of it, or I'll be making a reckless purchase soon, because that thing looks good. It's cheap, man. It's only like, well, for Canada, I guess it's around $500, but I'm watching videos of guys flying it. They're going 2 miles away. It's got like a 30-minute flight time, and it's rock solid as a platform. Camera's fine. It's not the greatest camera, but it's pretty good. I saw people are saying that the propellers rub against the body of it. I don't know if I buy it or not, because that's only once I saw that complaint. But yeah, people, they go for 2 miles. When I had my drone while it was working, if I just put it up, 200 feet, I was freaking out because it was too far away from me. These guys are so calm, flying at 2 miles away, and they're like,
"What happened to your drone?"
Well, maybe we should fly back. I don't know. It's like, oh my God, I'm freaking out watching it. I don't know. Something happened to it. It won't feed live video back to the your controller, so it kind of is pointless if you don't get live video, or it won't record video either. Anyways, it's in very good hands, and it should be properly looked after in a timely manner by the people who have it. So that's something I can look forward to at some point. Very good hands.
It's right in the comments, so you can knock that shit off.
But I believe the controller I already have for that drone would work with the Mavic Mini. So I don't know. Anyway, someone's got to talk me out of that. Other good things that have been going on. I came home from work, and the big kid had baked cookies all by herself from scratch.
Awesome.
And you won't let your kids make toast. But
so they do make toast now. That's all we let them make. Toast and waffles and cereal. You know what I got into? I delved into the other day at work, because I was it was quiet for me. I fall into these wormholes of YouTube videos. So you know that shit, now I forget their name. The rock group that was on Conan that sang The Sound of Silence. Something. You know that video I'm talking about? You know the song The Sound of Silence? There's a group that did a cover of it, and they were on Conan. It's got like 35 million views or whatever.
Conan.
I
do slightly remember. It's like
Disturbed. Yes, thanks, Adam. So, I'd seen it before, obviously. So I clicked on it again, and then all of a sudden in my feed started popping up, vocal teachers react to Disturbed. And I literally went through like 5 different vocal teachers watching their full reaction and how they analyzed the Disturbed singer. I think his name's David or something. So I fell into that wormhole, and then I fell into there's a YouTube channel that does they do like lately they've been doing the history of certain speed running breaking records. So I watched how Mike Tyson's Punch-Out records held by one person were finally beat over a 5-year period. It was really well done. It's like, you know how the gaming historian sort of does his videos with the fades and the voiceovers and, you know, that sort of feel to it. That's how the Summoning Salt YouTube channel does theirs. Really, it was an hour video, an hour almost documentary of how this one person who held all of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out records finally had them all beat.
That sounds horribly boring.
No, it was entertaining. It's well done. Excellent video. That speedrunning community is just pretty interesting.
I got into that the React stuff. This guy, it got on my front.
Hold on. When I say React, they were just watching the video, pausing it, and talking about certain vocal techniques that he was doing. They weren't like crying or being shocked at
no.
Oh my God, who is this person? Like they knew who he was, right? It was just analyzing.
I hear you. The same as what I'm talking about. This guy, unfortunately, he feels the need to name his stuff Reacts to because that's what gets you the clicks, right? You have to. And it's a guitar instructor, and his stuff will be this guitar instructor reacts to like Morning Dew by the Grateful Dead. So obviously I had to watch that, but it wasn't reacts. Well, there was reaction to it. He had never heard that particular performance of it, but it was, he sits there with his guitar and then he'll stop the video and he'll break down, you know, what is happening with the chord structure or the breakdown, the melody and all that. And yeah, they're actually pretty good. They go, if they are experts at what they're talking about. It's different if it's just me and you trying to bullshit our way through it. You know, they actually know what they're talking about. They go, oh yeah, see that scale there? He's leaving off this note and jumping to that one. And you know, it's interesting. I can't give you this guy's name, but he's all over my feed now because I clicked on one video. So I've seen a bunch of his stuff now. That YouTube algorithm, man, knocks you over the head whenever you click on a video. Thank you.
Yeah, and then after that, I saw a coworker watching an Aha Vivo live video or whatever. You know the group Aha, right? Take On Me, all that nonsense. So then I found that video, clicked on that, and then I watched a 2-part episode of how they made and how they came up with that album and how they created that Take On Me video and how it took like the artists, they use like a rotoscope to help them with the sketching of every single scene and slide. It took them over 4 to 6 months to sketch it and create that whole video. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
No?
No?
Oh, because I didn't mention Bob Dylan?
All these videos you're watching, I noticed there's been no new comment on a certain video that this guy pumped out on the channel you benefit from.
I haven't got around to it.
Yeah, last few videos, in fact.
It's on the list. It's on. I create a watch list.
Check out on the YouTube channel you're watching right now, /start to continue. I did an unboxing of a vinyl package I got from Third Man Records, and it was pretty nice stuff. Pretty nice stuff. You gotta check it out. I love the vinyl packages they send me. They're pressings. They have unique pressings, right? Color pressings.
Your $80 pressings that they send you?
Yeah, this one's cool.
I wish I had your money.
Really? Check out Joe's videos.
I wish I could spend $350 a year on 4 records.
They are. You don't just get a record.
Yeah, you get tchotchkes that you throw out. It's like me buying a special edition game package with little mini cards in it in a keychain that you're supposed to put on your keys and stuff like that, and a cloth map. And you get it, and then you just put it away, and you never take it out again because it's all bullshit. And it doesn't fit on your shelf properly.
Well, this latest one had a nice Blu-ray, so I have a couple concerts.
Okay, that's different.
Mm-hmm.
That's
and
the first Blu-ray I've
it
ever
had
seen.
3 discs. 3 discs in it.
Three Blu-ray discs?
3 pieces of vinyl.
Yeah, you've had other ones that had that.
So 3 of those. Blu-ray. Then it had this flexi disc. Floppy old vinyl page.
So even Derek agrees with me. These new ones are garbage.
Why?
That's right, Derek. You can keep. You're welcome to keep Bill's drone too. Don't give it back to him.
They sound really, really good.
I'm not saying they don't, dude.
I don't know.
I would expect them to sound good. They were made
and I love seeing all the color pressings and stuff. It's just very unique. The copper swirl that they put in it and stuff. It's neat.
Yeah, they're not the only ones that do that.
Hey, at least I'm not buying video game records and pretending to listen to that.
What video game record do I have?
What else?
Got 3 Transformer movie records, and that's it. No video game records.
So you just watched that.
See, Derek. See, I love Derek tonight, man.
Derek's in for a talking to here.
That's because they know I'm not crazy.
Oh my God. I was buying used records way before Kevin even thought about it. Let me tell you. I got him into the hobby. Let's be honest about it.
Listen.
Let's be honest. I brought him to his first record shows.
Can we just admit that Kevin jumps from hobby to hobby?
Sticks. Yeah.
Nice. Sailing away, baby. Wait, are they the ones that do Sailing Away? I'm sailing away. Yeah, that's Sticks. It's got a good guitar solo.
I don't recognize it. Keep going.
You don't?
Yeah,
that's because it's good music. Yeah, that's why you don't recognize it. Pretty sure that was just something in my throat and not something else.
So with this thing that's going on now, and like I said, everyone doing all of this good stuff, you got the government now throwing boatloads of money at people, or they're promising that. Who knows if it's happening? You got banks postponing mortgage loans.
That thing with the throwing the money, though, especially at the businesses, for the small businesses, I'm all for that. I wonder if I wonder how it's going to affect the larger businesses in terms of, is it something they really need, or is this just going to sort of widen the gap between the really wealthy and the middle class?
But this is my point about how insane, like, the American mindset is, how in good times, they all love to shit on socialism and call it communism. And then they don't grasp the fact that really you actually like socialism. You like that your fire department is provided for you. And in instances like this,
I like that I have a fire department. How about that?
You like that the government is coming through and will social assist you through this crisis. So yes, socialism is fine. And if you do accept any of the money, you can't ever call a socialist a communist. And I think, since you just watched Picard, we're kind of turning into the Star Trek economy right now, aren't we? Where everyone is just not being paid and yet still working. Kinda.
What?
Bit of a
not being
parallel
paid
there?
and still working. We're still being paid and we're still working.
Yeah, but we're not being paid anything extra, whereas colleagues of ours are staying home and being paid the same amount, right? We're just doing it because we're good people.
Okay.
Right? Yes, because I could say, oh, I got to stay home because my kids are home. And they wouldn't say, okay, yeah, you can stay home. And you could say the same thing. But we continue to provide our service, so we're doing it. We're going in and we're doing that. And then
I actually volunteered. I told them if they need someone to stay there all week, I will pack a suitcase.
You're not going to help me draw that line to how we're slowly moving into the realm of the Federation right now with a moneyless economy?
I see what you're saying.
Let's just make that step now and do away with money.
I saw some tweet today where it was like, of course, it had to do with Trump. He won, and I can't find it. I was skimming through it now. He was complaining about how the governors of the states or whatever were just, he wished that they would just be more thankful and be grateful to him for giving money.
Yeah, Trump said that today. That
but meanwhile, the person went further. They could call Trump whatever they want or tell him F off. He still has to do that and give them money.
Yeah.
That's his job. But he oh, here it is here. President Trump on what he wants from the governors. All I want them to do, very simple. I want them to be appreciative. I don't want them to say things that aren't true. I want them to be appreciative. We've done a great job. And there's a video of it on C-SPAN. I'm not going to pull it up.
I think Rocket Sauce put out a tweet of the pamphlet that they were all sent about how to help, protect yourself. And it says President Trump's recommendations for helping against the coronavirus. That's how he's worded this flyer. It's not, the CDC's statement on the coronavirus. It's not FEMA's. It's not scientists say this. It's President Trump's recommendations. The guy who looked at the eclipse. In fact,
I hope this doesn't I hope this doesn't affect the whole running and campaigning for the next election. It can't possibly postpone it, right?
Well, there's no talk of that yet. He will use that as an excuse.
That is this year, though, isn't it?
If he loses, he will use that as an excuse not to leave. That's not till November, so they still got time. But
well, if he doesn't leave, then he's pulling a Putin, right?
He's already done that many times over. He's gotten away with. You know what he's gotten away with. Whatever he wants. It's amazing. This statement that he's going to militarize the Canadian border is, oh, you're going to posture war with the Canadians? Okay, because you got nothing else going on? You want to do that? Wow. It's just, it's insane. It's insane. It's all deflection. It's all maneuvering. And the only reason why you see him every day doing the pressers is because he was mad that everyone else was getting their time in front of the camera and he wasn't. So now instead of the doctors leading the discussion, it's Trump. And you know how that goes. He attacks his press that are in front of him, and then he turns it into election speech, and then he says how great a job they're doing. And he gives false stats about, for instance, how the U.S. has had more testing done than any other country in the world, which is so crazy of a statement. But his base doesn't read, right? They don't read.
The scary part will be when, if he gets reelected. Anyway, enough of that guy.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to chat on before we wrap it up?
No, I don't think so. That was a good chat.
I don't know if he's still on, but thanks to Adam Bickley for coming on. Great interacting. I'm glad he enjoyed listening.
Well, I don't know if he said that, but it's good It's good seeing him out.
I will quote him.
Yeah.
Here it is. Here, Joe makes a lot of sense with everything he says.
Oh, yeah. Can you put that on the stream so there's proof?
I don't. You started it, so no, I can't. He said this is quite the first episode to catch live.
Oh, by the way, what
Goddamn
are
right.
your thoughts on Polykill having a huge conglomerate of podcasts now? Did you see they've launched 10 more podcasts?
I only listen to the Polykill podcast, and that's it. I'm very busy.
What is their secret to have all this production? How is this possible?
You have to live in Kansas.
Kansas living. Okay. All right.
No, I only listen to the actual. What's it called when it's the main podcast? What's the name for it?
Prime?
Whatever. Yeah, the
Prime
show. Whatever.
Okay.
Good enough.
There you go. There's your Polykill shout out. Thanks everyone for listening to this episode of STCPod. Unbelievably, episode 274. Now we got to start planning for big number 300. What's going to happen with that one? There won't be a website anymore. And Joe will have the YouTube channel shut down by then. It'll be something else. If you want to follow what we're up to, I control the Twitter account at stcpod.com or .com. See, don't go there anymore. Joe's completely disassembled that. Twitter at STCPod. Joe is at AC Decepticon. And follow the YouTube channel here /start to continue and Joe's YouTube channel. My life in gunnery. No, my life in reps, sets and reps, Joe style.
Yes. Oh, Derek says they're in Virginia. I thought they were in Kansas. Oh no, you know what I'm thinking of is Video Game Dad's podcast. They're out of Kansas.
Sure, Joe.
Isn't it the same thing?
Yeah, it's all the same. Oh, I just broke my pen. God damn it.
I guess you have to borrow another one from somewhere, won't you?
I freaking hate that when the clip thing breaks off.
Okay, that's
interesting.
interesting.
Stuck with the nub.
That's interesting. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Adam, thanks for popping in. Derek, Kevin, thanks for bailing early, you baby.
All right.
All right.
Thanks, Joe. I will look after my hand. Thanks for your concern on it.
I expect to see you at work Monday.
Post it.